This video is from a year ago when some kids tore up the sidewalk so bad with their e-bikes that you couldn't even walk on it anymore. And it made every bike in the area look terrible. So I figured out who did it and I made them come back to clean it up. Now, last night I was upset to be sent this video. Same corner, same vandalism, same disrespect for our own community and culture. So I figured out who it was not hard, and he's coming back to clean it up. So I'm just gonna go there and make sure he's doing what he said he would. Hey, we found the kid who did this and we're making him clean it up. Yeah, of course, sorry that happened. I don't think this kid gets any benefit of the doubt from me. I'm super pissed he did this. His daddy said he's like pissed. Should be pissed.
Yeah, he said he's pissed off at you.
At me?
Yeah.
Why would he be mad at me?
Burnout?
For what? Somebody come by and tell me to clean that up?
What?
Somebody tell you need to clean that up?
He did.
What's that like you? Is there a reason?
This is vandalizing our neighborhood.
Vandalizing the neighborhood?
Absolutely.
Something needs to be cleaned up. Yeah, I get it. But I don't know who you are telling him something. You're welcome to come to my house and tell me.
I'm a homeowner out here. And your son tore up the sidewalk, and there was a neighbor who was just walking by. I told him, hey, we're gonna clean it up. He said, thank you.
Let me see what he tore up.
I'd love to show you. I've got videos of it. I got a video of him doing it. Would you like to see?
Sure.
Because you seem like a good dad. You seem like a good dad.
Great dad. You always...
And I'm your neighbor. I do always wear a helmet. This is your son right here. What do you think about this?
Well, I don't appreciate that.
And that's why I told him, how about you come...
Who told you to do that?
Beer?
Okay, so are we going to be hanging out with Kabir anymore?
No.
Okay, good call.
We don't really hang out with
Maybe this group we shouldn't be. So, all right, might be a good idea who we hang out with, spend time with. And you're hanging with these kids too, and you're...
I'm correcting the behavior. I'm correcting it.
First off, I'm the dad. You can come to my house and I'll be happy to correct
I'll come to your house, sure, yeah.
Right? Been here a lot longer than you have, clearly.
Sure.
You seem like a young guy. So. But you're welcome to come down there,
I appreciate that.
right? All right, but no more, don't do that, right? I'm not
Do what?
Like, I'm not good with people coming and telling my kid what needs to be done. I'm a dad, I'll handle it. And if he's wrong in that, come show me, I'll deal with it. He needs more discipline than what he's about to get. So you don't know what you're doing, so just don't do that. I appreciate it. What's your name?
I'm a concerned neighbor. I think I have the right to ask him to clean it up.
What's your name?
My name's Ron, and it's
Chen.
nice to meet you, and I appreciate you inviting me over. I'm just looking out for my neighborhood. I'm a biker. He's making us look bad, and I think you should appreciate a local biker trying to help fix his mistakes.
I do. I'm also don't like when, separate what kids riding on the street, wheeling and all that stuff too. I'm more concerned with the kids doing wheelies down the street and being influenced by certain people.
All right, well, you can talk to them.
You?
Talk to those kids. I'm looking out for the community. I'm trying to fix this. I'm not making it worse.
All right, well, will we keep an eye out too? Ron?
Yes, sir. It's beautiful here. I'm trying to keep it beautiful. I'm trying to keep good reputation for the
I
bikes.
hear you.
And
I've been my entire life, a lot longer than you have.
I respect that. I respect that.
People up in the canyon because of the punks and stuff going up there too. So that was my brother and I do that, right? So we'll work with the police force. Believe me, I'm the first one to do it, right? All my buddies run it.
Am I a bad guy here? I don't understand. Okay, I feel like I'm getting scolded.
My biggest thing is just if there's an issue with him as a father, come to me. I have no issue. What he did was wrong, 100%. But I don't need some guy that I don't know try to correct my son, who's, I'm guessing, an adult, right? You're over 18.
Absolutely. I'm and I feel like I'm almost doing your job for you, and you're upset about that.
I'm not upset at all.
So let me tell him to clean it up.
One day when you might have a kid, you'll see what I'm talking about. I have no issue with what he did, but I will correct the issue. What I'm saying is come to my house if you got a problem.
Why am I the one correcting it and you're the one pulling up as he's doing it?
Me a video?
No, I don't know you, dude. I don't know you. I know him.
Well, do you know him?
Everyone knows him. It was so easy to figure this out. I saw it and I figured it out and I corrected it.
Well,
yes.
Well, yeah, if you see him on a bike on a video, it's not too hard to figure out who that is.
I don't know why you're upset with me.
You're an adult trying to get a kid to do something. That's my problem, right?
All right.
That's it.
Okay,
No,
that's fair. No, actually, that's fair. I respect that.
Right,
And you're his dad, so I totally respect that.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
What he did was wrong. You're for jumping his butt, right? I have no problem with that. But I also need someone to come tell me so I can discipline him.
Understood.
If I don't know what he did, How am I going to discipline? It goes beyond what you're telling them to clean it up. Yeah, clean it up, but it goes beyond that.
Yes, sir.
Right? At my house, it does, because I will discipline my kids. That's all I'm saying.
I respect that.
Personal issue with whatever you guys got going on, but do please, if you are out with the kids and showing them, teach them some rules and some laws.
I'm trying, as you see.
Not just this guy, right?
Okay.
This guy's going to get his own.
All right, I'm sure he will.
I'm talking about all these other kids.
Yes, sir.
Who are influenced by, I'm guessing, you in a lot of ways.
I don't do this.
No, I'm not saying the burnout. I'm talking about right in the middle of the street, blocking traffic, right? Not using proper stuff. And shit. That's what got this screwed up. Dude, we've had e-bikes up here for probably longer than you had them, right? For 8 years. What I'm saying is all this social media and the BS that gets going, that's what causes all these problems up here. Not this. This is its own issue that I'll deal with. But all this other stuff.
All right, you can scapegoat me. You can scapegoat me.
Are you one of 50 kids? Right? You're not 50 people. There's clearly a lot of kids doing it. But if they're influenced by that,
you can point fingers. You can point fingers.
What's that?
You can point fingers if you want. I saw an issue and I'm addressing it, and I think I'm right.
Kids as well in a positive light.
I never do this. I encourage positivity.
Awesome. But do you ride in the middle of the street? Are these legal bikes to ride? Is it plated? No. Right? They're not.
Yeah, but we're not hurting anyone. We're not vandalizing.
Again, we're just saying that, but we're all breaking laws, right? Are we or are we not?
Okay,
right?
but
you can't slice it both ways. What I'm saying is, he breaking the law by what he's doing? Right? Is he not? Of course he is.
Yeah, but all right. Yes, you're right. You're right.
Well, I mean, you can't slice it.
Everyone's breaking the law, but he's leaving a trace. He's leaving a victim. I'm not, and I'm trying to correct that. I don't know why you're pointing the fingers around.
All I'm saying is that there's plenty of stuff being broken here too on top of this. I'll deal with my own, right? Now that I know there's a problem, I'll deal with my own. You won't see him out here riding. I can tell you that right now. So it ain't gonna be a problem because I ain't gonna let him go ride. But you guys riding around creating other stuff too, that's an issue, right? And it's creating bad for us in our neighborhood who've been here a lot longer than you have.
All right.
Tell me I'm wrong.
If you can call me out on something I've done, I invite you to it. Right. And I respect your son for coming here to repair it. I really do.
He should. Yeah, he should be doing crap. Ron, nice to meet you. I don't have a beef with you.
No, likewise. Likewise. See you later, bro. Quick post-game play-by-play, let's go. The dad's main argument was that I'm an adult and I shouldn't tell kids what to do, which is an argument. I can see that in many cases, maybe even this one. But then he says, go tell all the other kids what to do, just don't tell my kid what to do, which makes me think he's not as concerned about the adult-teen power dynamic as he is about being out-parented by me.
You're an adult trying to get a kid to do something. That's my problem. But do please, if you are out with the kids and showing them, teach them some rules and some laws.
I'm trying, as you see.
Not just this guy.
I thought it was so funny when he was accusing me of blocking the street while his full crew cab, long bed, Ram 3500 diesel Power Stroke is idling in the middle of the street right behind him. And you can see cars having to go around him. Inconvenienced, confused. His second argument was, who are you to correct my son's behavior when you are not perfect yourself? In debate, that is called a tu quoque fallacy or an ad hominem attack, when you attack the person rather than their argument, looking for their hypocrisy as opposed to the accusation against you. I'm arguing this vandalism is bad. And he says, well, you ride in the street and that's bad, which can be true. They can both be true. They can both be bad, but that doesn't change the conclusion that this vandalism is bad. That's why I had no problem agreeing with him, so we could just move past that towards an actual conclusion.
We're all breaking laws, right? Right? Is he not? Of course he is.
Yeah, but all right. Yes, you're right. I respect the dad for remaining cool during the whole argument. If anything, you could hear me breathing heavy and getting a little excited because I just couldn't believe I was the one being accused. But I do applaud the dad for remaining chill and his son coming back to clean up after himself. I blurred everyone's faces out of respect. I myself appreciate anonymity. This is not an attack on any individuals. It's a starting point for debate about accountability in bike life. What do you think? Was I in the wrong? Should I have left this crime unsolved? Please discuss below. I will be reading all the comments.
Holy Sur Ronster. It's just dirt. It's gonna grow back. Who cares if there's a hole in the sidewalk?
There's an entire mountain across the street from where this happened. This was done intentionally to upset people. It was done knowing it's wrong. It was done because it's wrong. And it's part of a bigger issue in bike life. If we can leave no trace and we can just be a silent buzz of bikes passing through neighborhoods and cities, leaving no trace behind, people don't even have time to register us as we ride by to even call the police. But when we leave traces behind us like this, that's when we start ruining the future of our own beloved hobby. But again, please leave your thoughts down below. It's totally okay if you don't agree with me. I'd love to see the comments. Let's go snowboarding. We are snowboarding in Mammoth, California. Yes! No way! Whee! Ow! Damn, I think he just got knocked out. Sheesh. That was gnarly.
He caught a huge edge.
This is my last ride on the RTR because I'm gearing up for 2 new videos titled Every Mini Dirt Bike Under $3,000. That includes the Delta, the new 72-volt Eri Pro Mini, the new RTR Sports, as well as a few other bikes in this class. The second video will be titled Every Bike Under $1,500. So that does not include the new Starkvarg SM, which I just got in. I'm talking about bikes like the Tudio or any other bike in this class. I'm going to do a video putting all the budget bikes against each other. For my last RTR ride, I want to talk about the recent Pentagon announcement that's got me geeking. I don't know if it's a distraction from the e-files or from the war, but I don't care. I am ready to be distracted. The Pentagon has my undivided attention around their new announcement. Before I say what the announcement is, let me start with some numbers. There are 2 trillion galaxies in our observable universe, and each galaxy has hundreds of billions of stars in it. And each star is like our sun. It can have planets around it. Now, humans have only been sending radio signals out into space for about 70 years. So traveling at the speed of light, these radio signals that humans have sent from Earth have only spread about a diameter of 140 light years around the Earth. The galaxy we're in, the Milky Way galaxy, is 100,000 light years in diameter. So humans have only polluted our signal 0.1% of our own galaxy. And the nearest galaxy to us, Andromeda Galaxy, is 2.5 million light years away. So those radio signals we're shooting into space will take 2.5 million years to hit our nearest galaxy. The only way for aliens to know that we exist is if they receive these signals, which they haven't because they haven't gone far enough, or if they see us. So let's say they have a really powerful telescope and they're looking at us from our neighboring galaxy 2.5 million light years away, Andromeda. The light that they're seeing through their telescope of planet Earth is 2.5 million years old because it took 2.5 million years for that light to get to their telescope. So the world that these aliens are looking at is a dinosaur world. Humans aren't even a thing yet. Let's say the aliens see us from 2.5 million light years away on their telescope and they say, I want to go visit that planet. Well, even if they traveled at the speed of light, which is impossible, it would take them, oh my god, locked up my front brake. These tires are bald. So let's say the aliens saw us on their telescope and it took them 2.5 million years traveling at the speed of light to get here. Let's say they got here. What's more astonishing than the fact that they exist is the fact that they have the technology to be able to travel like that. Let's say they traveled just barely the speed of light, because it's impossible to travel the speed of light. Let's say they traveled almost the speed of light on their spaceship. Their subjective experience of time on that spaceship would be so much slower than our experience of time. This is what Einstein discovered with the theory of relativity. If you're moving really, really fast, time slows down relative to people moving slower than you. So if these aliens are on a light speed spaceship going 2.5 million years, to them, it could only be maybe a few hours being on the spaceship, while millions of years are passing on Earth because they're traveling at the speed of light. I know it doesn't make any sense, but Einstein literally discovered this with a pen and paper. So when we're discussing aliens and aliens visiting Earth, it's not even as crazy to believe that aliens exist as it is to believe that they have this technology that literally breaks the laws of physics. If they have spaceships that travel even close to the speed of light, which they would basically need, oh my god, no way. New chain on the new RTR, by the way. Then those light speed spaceships are basically time machines because they can go millions of years worth of human time in far less worth of alien time, because no organic life is going to survive millions of years on a spaceship. It's impossible. But if it's only a couple hours for them because it's basically a time machine because they're going so fast, that's the crazy thing. That's what gets me stoked about the alien stuff, is like, I want to see this technology. Like, imagine bikes, if we figured out alien technology, how crazy bikes would be. So the Pentagon, now let's say the announcement, just announced that they are going to release, and I don't know if I believe them on this, but they're going to release all the UFO and alien investigation and documents and information that they have, which is a huge deal.
I'm Pentagon Press Secretary Kingsley Wilson, the Secretary of War, and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, UAPs, and UFOs.
I know aliens exist. I really don't need the government to tell me that, because I'm an alien, you're an alien, we're living on a floating rock in space. That's what aliens do. So I don't need the government to tell me aliens exist. I would, however, love to see any evidence we might have, as well as any evidence that they've actually visited here, because that would be more astonishing than their existence. It's just a probability thing. If life formed here, then there is a non-zero chance that it can form anywhere else in the trillions of galaxies, each with hundreds of billions of stars. Keep in mind, it takes 12 days to count to 1,000,000. It takes 30 years to count to 1,000,000,000. So 100 billion stars in 2 trillion galaxies. There are so many opportunities for life to form. Oh, I'm going down a really tricky, I'm gonna turn around. This is a hard route. And if we accept the fact that it's possible life has formed elsewhere, then we also have to accept that it formed far before our life formed. We've only been evolving for however many million years on Earth, that's starting from dinosaurs. Now, think about an alien species that's been evolving for billions of years. Keep in mind, we just determined the difference between 1,000,000 and 1,000,000,000. Imagine a species evolving for billions of years. And think about how fast we've evolved technologically in the last 200 years. In the last 200 years, we've gone from horse-drawn carriages to spaceships, right? So now imagine 200 billion years of evolution. It wouldn't be that crazy, or excuse me, technological advancement. It wouldn't be that crazy to assume that if there is life out there, it's possible to be very, very advanced, and the idea of it breaking our known laws of physics doesn't seem too out of this world. This little guy. Tell me that's not an alien. Did you know that caterpillars, when they turn into butterflies, they actually melt into a little protein soup and then reconfigure into butterflies, but they still have memories from when they were caterpillars. So in that protein soup, they maintain memory. Tell me that's not an alien type activity. There you go. So another question becomes, if these aliens are so advanced that they have the ability to travel to Earth, basically breaking time and space as we know it, then why would they? What do we have that these ultra advanced aliens would have any interest in besides just pure curiosity? Maybe they're just coming to check us out. I might argue that we have some of the most rare materials in the universe, which is basically any biological life. Things like wood, flesh. These are things that can't be made anywhere else besides Earth as far as we know. So if an alien wanted something like wood, they'd have to come here. Meanwhile, things that we consider valuable like diamonds or gold, those are made all over the universe in supernova and in stars. So there are planets made of pure diamond and there are planets made of pure gold. So those things that we consider valuable in the cosmos are really daily traffic versus something like wood, which we consider daily traffic, an alien might consider pure diamond. I am so excited that the Pentagon is finally opening up about this. It makes me think they're probably trying to distract us. It makes me think they're probably going to lie about whatever they put in there. Will I trust everything? Maybe not. But this is one of the things that I've always told myself, that I can die in peace if I know stuff about aliens. Like, if I can get facts from the government about aliens that I believe, I do think I could die in peace, because that's one of the ultimate mysteries of humankind. Are we alone in the universe? I think it's scarier to say we are alone. I'd be much less scared if there were powerful aliens all over the place like Star Wars. What's scary is the idea that we're out here all alone. What do you think? Are we alone in the cosmos? Have we been visited? Do we have evidence of those visits? And would you believe it if the government presented us that evidence? If any aliens are watching this, I come in peace. You can try my bike if you let me try your spaceship. I'll throw a 6'7" kid on there too, because I know you guys are used to being fast. All right, we are at Jim's place. We got a special package from Surron Studio. This kid on Instagram's been making really cool miniatures. Oh my God.
Dude.
No, Jim. Oh no. I cannot believe I just did that. Here, this letter's for you, Jim.
I hope you enjoy your model. And I'm sure that at one point it was awesome.
Come on. It's so cute. That's fire. Dude, that's sick. That is so sick. Look at this. Ready? We've got the custom gold surron pendant. Come on. Don't play with me. In this video, we went head to head with an angry dad. We went snowboarding and dirt biking, talking about aliens. Sounds like some cool shit to me. As always, thank you so much for watching until the end. And stay tuned.
Yeah, I'm on